What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. Hello. If you've been here before, welcome back. I would be a little surprised if you've been here before just because I have not had that many views on the videos I've put out so far. But that's okay because they have not been that great quality. They've been filmed on my phone with no lighting or microphone. I just got a ring light and a microphone that I'm excited to be trying out for the first time. Anyway, I have something really exciting to talk to you guys about today, and that is Netflix for books. And I know what you're thinking. What is that? And I'm going to explain that to you right now. So I'll give some background first. A few months ago, I decided that I wanted to read more. I was having some trouble sleeping. You know, like many of you, when I would go to bed, I would get under the covers, I would turn the lights off, I would plug in my phone. I have, a 10-foot long cord, so it's, I can kind of roll over in bed and be on my phone. And then I would stare at my phone until I fell asleep. Except that was not really that effective because I would usually either stare at Reddit and it would make me like angry and annoyed at people, or I would look at Instagram and I would feel just much less pretty than people, or I would look at Facebook or Twitter and just, see whatever bullshit is on those platforms. And I decided, maybe I should do something a little productive instead. So I decided I wanted to start reading. But the problem was, I really don't have that many books here in my apartment. I live in a one-bedroom apartment and it's great. It's got plenty of space for me, but, I just don't happen to have a lot of books. I don't know. I have some of the Harry Potter series here with me. For some reason, I don't even have the whole series with me. I have like a couple cookbooks, but I love reading about like peanut sauce and vegan gluten-free brownies and miso soup and things like that, but it doesn't really make me sleepy. It just makes me hungry. And I have a few books about music, and those are also really great, but, they tend to be more, like, fact-based and not so much, like, lighthearted, entertainment, whatever, which is the kind of stuff I tend to like to read before I go to sleep. So I started thinking, like, what am I going to do? Look, I'm a millennial. I'm not going to front with you guys. I do not have a whole lot of disposable income, like probably a lot of you watching this. I don't have a lot of money, right? Okay, I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a whole lot of shelf space in my apartment. Despite not owning a lot of books, I don't know, somehow like my bookshelf is pretty full. So I got to thinking, like, what could I do? How could I have books that I could read without having to A, pay for them, and B, like, keep them in my apartment? And I got to thinking about how ever since my parents actually, I use my parents' Netflix account, but ever since my parents got a Netflix account, I haven't really bought any DVDs. Yes, I know physical media is king, but look, come on. When everything is on streaming, like, are you really going to buy a DVD copy of every Christmas movie starring Vanessa Hudgens? Okay, I might. You might have seen my video talking about watching 50 Lifetime Christmas movies. I kind of love all sorts of Christmas movies, but, that's besides the point because probably not a whole lot of people would buy DVD copies of most of the things on Netflix. And that's okay. That's fine, but Netflix has made it cool because you can have an huge access to just a complete insane variety of content without having to, like, store it and keep track of it yourself. So I got to thinking, what if there was something like Netflix except for books? I guess you can't really stream books, although, there's ebooks and audiobooks. But back in the old days for Netflix, you'd go online and you would tell them what DVDs you wanted and they would mail you, I think 3 at a time. You'd watch them and then you would mail them back. And you did not have to buy these DVDs yourself. You didn't have to keep like a whole library of every DVD you wanted. You just had to, go on Netflix.com and pick which ones you wanted and they'd send them to you. So I started thinking, like, what would it look like at Netflix for books, Would there be like an app you'd have to pay a couple bucks a month to use, or a website you could get the books from, or like a book rental store maybe, you know, where you could like, people like to go see books and see the pages and smell them, and I get that too. I like that. And so I started doing some searching. You know, I figured if a Netflix for books does not already exist, I am going to start it myself. I mean, what a great business idea, right? Charge people like, I don't know, $5-10 a month, let them read all the books they want. It'd be great, right? Well, you know what? I actually found out that Netflix for books already exists. Yes, it exists. Oh my God. And believe it or not, there's one of these in almost every town in the United States, and, you know, pretty much any area of the developed world as well. These places are amazing. Guys, I am talking about your local public library. Oh my God, the library has become seriously like my favorite thing. I got a library card back in November, and it's made me so happy. My library, when you go, it's very easy to sign up. Check your local library's instructions to be sure, but for me, all I had to do was I showed up, I brought like a photo ID and a proof of residence. So like I brought a copy of one of my utility bills that said, yes, I do live in this town. I'm not trying to get a fraudulent library card. That would be kind of weird because you can get a library card in any town. Yeah, so I just brought that information, and it was completely free. It was so cool. And the people at the library were so awesome. You know, if you had questions, they'll help you. They'll help you find a book. They'll help you research. Libraries are so awesome, guys. I went to my library. I checked out 5 books. Oh my God, I can't even carry them all. I checked out all these 5 books yesterday, and my library actually gives you a little receipt whenever you check out books, and it tells you, you know, all of your due dates, which makes it pretty helpful. I tend to use these receipts like as a bookmark as I'm reading, and it also says at the end, congratulations, by borrowing from your library you saved $104. I don't know about you, but I do not have $104 to spend on books. I mean, yeah, in my lifetime, like, I've definitely spent more than $104 on books. You know, books are what, like, I don't know, $10, $12, $15, $20, $25 if it's a hardcover. I don't know. But I tend to go through books pretty quick. You know, I like to read for like half an hour or an hour before bed. And so I'll go through these 5 books pretty quickly. And I'm so excited that I get to read all of these books. There's some romance books. I'm a little hopeless romantic. It's fine. There's a story about dogs. There's some teen and young adult books, which I always really like. I've read a lot of John Green lately. He's awesome. But, you know, seriously, I can't recommend the library enough. Not only do they have books, they have DVDs, they have CDs. I mean, they might even have cassettes. And they have a lot of resources, too. Like, my local library, they'll have meetups to play games, different support groups. And, you know, they'll also help you do research if you want. Whether that's researching like past events or researching people. I mean, it's awesome. And they're like so happy and excited to help you. The library is such a great place. And I know what you're thinking. I'm a lazy millennial. I don't want to have to leave my house to consume the media I want to consume. And I get that. I am also a lazy millennial. I made it part of my routine to actually go to the library and get physical books. And like, I love that. But if you do not want to leave your house to read books, there's actually an app called Libby. It's a free app. You know, you connect it with your library card and you can get ebooks and audiobooks through there. Seriously, guys, I know I'm like waxing poetic about the library a little bit, but like, what is not to love? It's free. It's in your area. They have books, they have DVDs, they have CDs. I mean, they have so much media and information. All they want to do is help you learn and entertain yourself. The people there are always really friendly, really excited. So yeah, I mean, in conclusion, please go get a library card. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button below. And please like this video, you know, that'd be pretty cool. And leave a comment, you know, maybe tell me what was the last book you checked out from your library. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.